You may too.
Thank you!
I'm sorry, what is this about? Did a purse just fall out of my mouth? Is there a cum stain in my hair? Or maybe a sign that says I'm queer of the year for the last 7 years that I don't see tattooed to the fat of my ass? A shining spotlight pouring from these leather chaps. What? I'm gay? How did you know? Can you still smell the cock on my breath? Because I gargle with Listerine. I try to stay clean. I hide the bleeding rectum from my sex life obscene. So what exactly tipped you off to my deviant lifestyle? Did you follow the trail of glitter, slathered on the side of a urinal, mixed in with piss? Or is it because I write with the list? Well, you can slap my ass and call me Sally Snurkerson because you are so right. I am so gay! My hobbies actually include prancing around and practicing my limp wrist and saying things like, ooh girl, I insist you get that top, but you better take me shopping to see this, or a girl's night out to see this because I'm not good for much else, bitch, and you better work. Well, my favorite color is rainbow, my favorite car is unicorns, and I can't leave the house without burgundy cloths and the shirt that I purchased at the Baby Gap. You better read all these name brands, bitch. And I've got bitches telling me I need to read more, but I don't read books. But A, don't have Nancy Drew in the title, or B, don't have a picture of Fabio on the cover, but I've got a pretty good cover of every Playgirl and Cosmo magazine out there. I know all 50 ways to please my man, and ways to sass up my speech with persistent, insistent sounds that spill from my mouth like semen. I'm a whore the more you tick below the surface, and the names of all my idols are obvious to guess. Lady Gaga, Madonna, Marilyn Monroe in that flowing dress. I can't stress that about current events when I've got people like you to impress. And this is the lispy breeze of a fruit fly that sparkles like magic. Jesus Christmas on a Saturday. But you already knew all that. You already knew that because you watched an episode of Will and Grace once, and now I am the face of every homosexual you have ever seen on television. I want it to be just Paul, but an archetype doesn't leave room for personality or vision. Well, I want it to be a writer. I want it to be a fireman, an astronaut to shoot off into space, but I have homosexual urges. There is no room for depth, so now I can only shoot off into another man's face. This is all that I am, all that I ever will be. A one-dimensional, over-emotional, over-conventional stereotype that you came up with, a cardboard cutout you slice and dice whenever you want your fashion advice. Never thought twice that maybe I might be more of just some queer eye for your straight guy. So let me say once again that I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was so predictable, but I was a caricature, so much a piece of cake furniture in a room full of 1-inch margins. I didn't realize I was so fucking gay, so please excuse me. Please excuse stereotypical me.
So I've been tapped in as the host. Our previous host has tapped out of hosting for the rest of the evening. Which means that y'all have succeeded in driving one host off the stage. She will drink more drinks, and if I become too drunk, someone will hopefully replace me. That being said, we have another poet coming to the stage. Give it up for Cris Gibson.
Yo, word, I'm out of drinks, so, like, buy me shit. Yeah, I like how people laugh. I take that as a yes. Word, it's about to get classy. I grew up idolizing them, spending so many minutes adjusting the antenna on our trailer. I watched how they strutted down that aisle. The brightest, well-placed makeup making their masculine jaws somehow more rigid. Never flinching at what others yelled at them, just making their way to that spotlight, the best form-fitted clothing, and holy shit, the sequins. Now you might be thinking I'm talking about RuPaul's Drag Race. Ow! Close enough. I grew up watching professional wrestling. I mean, professional wrestlers were kind of like us poor kid superheroes. You had Captain America. I had the Ultimate Warrior. You had the Incredible Hulk. I had Andre the Giant. You had Wolverine. I had the fucking Undertaker, which Dylan never wrote fan fiction about, so get that shit out of here. In our world, there's not enough honesty. Your name means nothing to me. I know nothing about you, but here, I knew everything about these people. Like, Rowdy Piper was fucking rowdy, and if he cheated at shit, it was to be expected. When Jack Swagger showed up, we just all knew he was a douchebag. And when China was there, we knew that she was large and unstoppable. And like most people in this world, I questioned if it was real at times. When I found out it was fake, it just meant that the strongest of us have to put on a mask sometimes. But that doesn't mean that there are days that I don't want to just fucking suplex my boss or hit the dude that shit-talked me with a metal chair. I deserve that. So I just put on some face paint. I show up to my local bar, and you better watch out if you eye me wrong. Woo!